This episode of 86 That is brought to you by Nanami Sushi Bar and Grill. If you're looking for the freshest sushi and authentic Japanese flavors just up the road in Austin, Nanami is a spot for you. From classic rolls to chef specials, it's perfect for a night out, a date night, or just treating yourself. They're family owned, passionate about quality, and we're proud to have them supporting the show. The next time you're craving sushi, head to Nanami Sushi Bar and Grill. You can check out their menu at nanamisushi.com and tell them 86 That sent you. Once again, thank you to Nanami Sushi Bar and Grill for sponsoring this episode.
Carter,
what's up?
I love the decor, man.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, man.
There's two posters behind him on a white wall.
Yeah, it's really coming together. Very, very, very lived in.
Welcome to the 86 That podcast, where 5 college filmmakers sit down with a special guest each episode. Directors, writers, producers, actors, and other creatives shaping the industry to talk movies, the creative process, and the ups and downs of making the work. Follow us on Instagram at 86 That podcast for episode highlights, exclusive bonus clips, and even chances to ask questions to future guests. We appreciate you tuning in, and we hope you enjoy.
Okay, hold on. On your website, it says that you were an aerospace engineer major your freshman year?
Well, I was getting my associate with a focus in engineering, and I was going to do aerospace engineering.
What?
So I was starting to take classes, core classes for that.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
Wait, hold on. You're saying that that's a hobby. That's like a big decision, like a big career path.
Not really. I just did it because when I was a kid, I thought I was going to be an astronaut, and then I found out that space is not like chill. You can't just chill there. It's scary. You'll die. So I was like, I'm never going up there. And then I saw a video of those guys.
Wait, you can't just vibe? You can't just vibe up here, bro?
I can't. Some people can. I also saw a video of those spinning machines they put you in.
Oh yeah.
And I really don't like spinning.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided no thanks. Let me turn my phone down in case someone just sends me a reel just now, and I opened it and it blasted.
You're on your phone while we're interviewing you for our podcast?
Bro's not getting enough stimulation. All right, wait 1 second. Let me share my screen for some Subway Surfers real quick.
That'd be cool. Well, sometimes I'm hanging out, and I'm like, this would be a lot better if I was on my phone.
Well, thank you. We're glad that we could be one of those things for you.
Yeah, of course.
Today's guest is a director, editor, writer, and Texas State alum. We all know him very well. His name is Jacob Marquez. Jacob.
Hello. I'm waving.
Well, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Well, how have you been? What have you been up to?
I've been good. Working a little bit.
More.
Sometimes I work.
Yeah.
I just quit today, actually.
Oh.
I quit my job earlier today.
Really?
So you aren't working anymore.
So you don't sometimes work.
I started a new job on Monday, but I
Awesome.
really wanted to quit this job. They're kind. They're good people. At where I was just working, I was working as an art installer
Yes.
in Austin, so a lot of racing around town.
What's your new job?
Van.
What are you doing?
Get this. I just signed on as an in-house editor for a production company out here.
Oh, nice,
awesome.
dude.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Yeah.
That's
What
so
production company?
I didn't read through the NDA, so I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I
Oh,
just
okay.
sign them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say you didn't read through the application, and you're just
Makes
like,
sense.
yeah, I just kind of just
Yeah.
saw editor.
Yeah.
Is it narrative, commercial? Can you say that?
Genre of production company.
It's YouTube focused.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast.
Look
Nice,
at us.
dude.
Our third
Congrats.
episode,
Yeah.
we're already pushing
Yeah,
NDAs.
you're editing the Beast Games?
Yeah.
No.
No, but I
awesome.
did meet Mr. Beast. Not really.
Dude.
I wish there was a video because everyone made a thumbnail face when I said that.
The first thing I want to talk about is I Am Dirt, because that was your
Yes.
latest project
Sure,
you
yeah.
did. Yes. And I've been seeing on your stories and stuff like that, and also your posts, you make a lot of analog stuff and talking about your dreams too.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to hear when that kind of came up for you, as a style, but you connected that so seamlessly with this story that was so personal. And yet kind of detached when it's jumping between these camera perspectives. Why did you choose to mix these two mediums? What influenced you to do that?
Out of all the filmmakers I meet, that we all know at least. I feel like I'm the least considerate one. Like I don't really think about those things. I just thought it would be cool, honestly. I was like,
It can be that simple. It
I
doesn't
was
have to
like,
be anything too complex.
Yeah.
I like doing analog stuff because I don't own a camera. So a lot of the little visual effects things I post are just something I can make in Premiere.
Yeah.
And then it looks really boring if it's just a normal video. So I just put it onto tapes and
Well-
then I re-record it onto my computer. That way it looks more interesting.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
we just bought a VHS camera to use it for that one because I like TV. I really like old public access television.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess when I wrote the script, it was just a monologue. There was none of the like beginning TV show stuff,
Uh-huh.
and that's not really interesting, right?
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
want to watch that.
I feel like when I watched it, it was like it felt very raw and like an authentic.
Yeah.
And it was
Well,
very
that's good.
very apparent that you were like exploring like themes of guilt or grief. And was there like a specific moment or like experience that like sparked the idea for it or that monologue? Like what you just sat down one day and just like, yeah, I'm gonna write this.
I got into a fight with somebody actually, like an argument with my friend. I don't even remember what about, but it wasn't fun. I was like, man, that was awful. Do you ever get into a fight with somebody and you're like, oh, that was awful?
Especially
You know?
when they're close. Like to
Right,
you.
yeah.
Hmm.
So I get worried that like maybe just about the fact that our decisions like have impact on people, which is very like 10th grade thought, like, oh my God, everything I do like affects the world around me. But I definitely over intellectualize possibly every single one of my actions to the point where I'm like, okay, if I like do this, then what is everyone gonna think? And it's like going to the store or something like that. That's been pretty ongoing since I was young, so I guess that's really what I Am Dirt's about. It's just like overthinking that like everything you do is awful. I guess maybe if I had to prescribe something to the analog nature, it's just that it when I was writing it, I was thinking about like, oh, when I was a kid, like I did awful things probably. And when I was a kid, I watched a lot of VHS tapes, so I guess it could be on VHS and that'll make it feel old.
There's something like nostalgic about that, yeah.
Yeah, very well done. I remember because I was in the class, you Jacob, and I remember seeing the rough cut for the first time, and the aspect ratio.
Oh,
did a
yeah.
great job. Is it online? Where
Thanks.
can I find it? Where is it?
It's unlisted on YouTube because I've submitted it to some stuff.
Oh, nice. Sick.
And I'm just waiting for them to reject me. That way I can list it back on YouTube and show
All right.
people.
I was gonna ask what's next for it, and so festivals is pretty much the route. Is there any like big ones that you're hoping for?
I only submitted it to AFF because I don't care about festivals and I don't really do filmmaking, as crazy as that sounds. I make a film whenever I get bored of like whatever I'm editing. So not that I was bored, but I've been editing a documentary for about a year now, maybe, or less than a year. I have no
Is
idea.
this yours or was it a hired job?
No, this is it's a job,
Awesome.
Okay.
and it's like it's cool, but sometimes you just want to edit something else. So that's why I decided to do Capstone. It was just because I wanted something else to edit for a little bit as like a break.
So that kind of plays into the question that I had about I Am Dirt, because the first time that I ever heard about I Am Dirt was last fall
Yeah.
when we were in advanced film directing together, and you were in that class and you submitted the script because everybody had to
And it was
submit
just a
script.
monologue then. It was two monologues actually.
Was it like originally like the first draft you submitted? It was just the
Yeah.
monologue. Okay.
And then he was like, that you need to like put something else.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
yeah,
I just, like-
I do remember. I remembered it being fairly developed by the middle of that semester.
Yeah. Well, that was I didn't really change it after that. I
Okay.
wrote the monologue. The first one is the I'm Dirt monologue about crushing worms. And then it's was a short I actually posted it on my Instagram just recently. It's a short like list of parts of a house, like an old decaying house that I found. And it was just those two and I was like, "Yeah, Kenya, there's going to be a third thing. I just don't know what it is." He was like, "Yeah, well you need to like put more in this than just like a monologue. You need to like write something with a story." So then I just picked the dirt story and wrote around that.
So, was there ever a world in which you thought, okay, I could make this for this class, or were you just turning it in, just to turn
I
it in?
probably
and
could have
then-
made it if I wanted to. I just, as awful as it sounds, I say this a lot. and I feel like it sounds bad maybe, but I didn't really care about making something. So like if he was like, "Yeah, you can make this," then I would have made it. But when he was like, "Oh yeah, you can't make this right now," then I was like, "All right, I don't really care."
But it didn't change. You said the script didn't change from the middle of that semester to the next
Yeah,
semester.
I just redid it later.
Okay, but you made it in the different class than literally the next semester, but it
Yeah,
wasn't
just
different. So
a
what?
different he I don't remember what I did wrong in the other class. I'm pretty sure I didn't submit some paperwork or something.
Oh,
I submitted it for like the application for Capstone and they accepted it. And I asked around a lot for revisions, like what I should change. And I didn't really get, well, I got a lot of good advice,
hmm.
but I think I probably changed like words rather than like sentences.
When did you go from I got to turn this in. I don't really, you know, it is what it is, to being like, oh, actually, I think I will make this. I can make this. I am gonna make this.
Probably after I got my first round of revisions for the documentary, I was like, okay, so I'm going to be editing more of this documentary. I really don't, not that I don't want to. Again, I really enjoy this documentary I'm working on,
Mhm.
but I think in editing, I just declined a call from my mom. I can't wait to hear about that later. Um, I don't know. For me, at least, editing isn't really it's not always very interesting. A lot of times, it's like not to toot my own horn. It's just a little easy,
Hmm.
you know,
You
to
wanted
like
something, you wanted a
make the right
challenge.
cuts. Yeah, exactly. And editing your own film is different because when you're writing it, you already know how it's going to be edited. So it's just kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, I know how I'm going to edit this. I can't wait to just edit it.
Speaking about narratives,
Yeah.
we also want to talk about leads because you were the
Oh, yeah.
assistant editor on that.
Directed by
Okay.
Brian Poiser, the Tribeca premiere feature film.
Yeah.
Me, Carter, Nathan, and Jacob all worked on that feature, a year ago?
I think.
Yeah.
2023 winter into early 2024.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
You edited the trailer. I like walked in on you one time editing the
Oh,
trailer
yeah.
for leads, and you let me watch a little bit of it.
Just casually. Oh,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah, and
I forgot.
Yeah, what I guess trailer editing is so different from like editing a full narrative, and so what was that process like when you have to break down this huge story and pull the pieces that you want to share to grab people's interest?
I feel like I know your answer to this question because I remember being on set for.
Well,
for a
part
lot
of it
years.
I'll
Yeah.
say is whenever I'm editing a trailer, I've edited a lot of trailers. Dude, you've seen a trailer. You know how a trailer is edited.
Okay, yeah,
And you
but
know when you're watching the trailer and they say a line,
Mm.
and you're like, that's such a trailer line. Like that's
Yeah.
that line is
Is
in the
that what
movie
it
for a
was?
trailer.
you're looking
when
for
you-
those trailer beats.
Yeah, yeah. When you watch through the movie, you're just like, oh yeah, that goes in a trailer.
yeah.
Like I don't know how to explain these things more than
It
it's
comes
almost
naturally to
intuitive.
you because you're just so good.
I was gonna say, well, a lot of it we filmed as you were making the trailer. So like
Yeah.
you get the dailies, and then you would just add those bits to the trailer.
Yeah.
I remember like the first day, you're like, oh yeah, I already got a sizzle, reel
Yeah.
going, and we just filmed like 4
You weren't
shots.
even scrubbing footage. You were just like there, and
Yeah.
you were like, "Hey, that's
Yeah,
that
so
guy just said that."
that helps a
and that's
lot,
good.
like knowing, literally watching them deliver it, and it's like, okay, so
Yeah.
that's gonna go in the trailer. And then I did like the rough, then Brian cleaned it, and then he sent it back to
Mm-hmm.
me to like change and add music,
Mhm.
and to like clean up the audio and switch out all the raw footage for the colored footage. So it was a joint effort. Brian did a lot of the heavy lifting.
That kind of goes into the question I was going to ask was how was your experience like working with Brian? What was that collaboration process like?
Yeah, so I don't really do very well at responding to emails. It was fun. It was fun. He's chill. I think I hung out with him a little too much. I started giggling like him at one point. Like
How did you get that job?
I was in a screenwriting class, I think, and then leads. I think Taylor reached out for doing the assistant editing, media management, and I was just already doing it. So Brian just like emailed me and was like, "I need help." That's generally how you get jobs, I guess. Is someone just emails you and is like, "Want to work?"
You went to Tribeca, right? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, I
Yes,
was.
you
I
were
was
there.
in New
Yes.
York. Yeah,
That was a
Yeah.
that was a blur that weekend.
it was awful.
It was awful.
Awful city. Yeah, it's kind of loud. New York. I don't know if anyone here has been to New York.
I'm going to New York in like
Don't.
2
There's
months.
no need.
Weren't you gonna move there at one point? I thought you told me you were gonna move.
Yeah,
there.
no, yeah, I am.
Oh, you still are. Okay.
But he's not gonna enjoy it.
I probably am. Yeah.
He's trying to have the place to himself.
Guys, don't go to New York. It's awful. No, I did almost despise it.
I actually wanted a piece of advice because you've obviously with Leeds and then the documentary that you've been working on, you've edited really long projects. And for me, I just edited my long project, which is a measly 20 minutes. That's my longest project. And just in the difference between, a 15-minute project and a 20-minute project, it felt like the amount of organization I needed was like exponentially more. And it feels like you must have a really clean and organized like way to do your edits.
No.
So I'm curious if you have any advice for like filmmakers who are starting to do longer projects. Why is everybody laughing?
Because he's laughing.
I've never organized a project file.
All right.
Unless I had to hand it off to somebody else, and even then, it usually comes with an apology for how unorganized it is.
You start making like sci-fi thrillers and horrors, and your first short actually is pretty funny. It's like a horror all the way up to the end.
Oh
And
yeah.
It's like a PSA for like bathroom etiquette. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I would, dude. I went to the bathroom and it was just gross. Like I do it probably like every day, maybe. Like I try to do it often, as much as I can.
Oh, really?
And it's gross. You guys ever been in the bathroom? No, genuinely, it's disgusting. And I think
Enlighten me.
I think one, I was in a bathroom earlier. I was emptying my bladder, and so was a gentleman to my left.
So I was emptying my bladder.
There was a gentleman my starboard side, and
I just have to say, starboard is your right.
okay, he was
Port
on
is
my
left.
he was on
But
my
close
my
enough. I
port.
continue the story. Sorry.
I think it was
Um,
etiquette.
Yeah, sorry.
He was
And-
incorporating our boat audience.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the little plastic things they put in the urinal they peeve me off. I hate the sound that it makes when someone is peeing on it. It really upsets me. It makes me itchy, like in places I can't reach.
That inspired a horror short film.
And well, I'm not even done. That was an aside.
Oh, okay.
I hate that.
Wait, the
was
other
talking
thing
about
isn't an aside.
the
You
hatred.
emptying your bladder.
No, that was an aside
That
within
was
an
main
aside.
topic. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, so the guy next to me, he's like hitting the plastic, it's crackling, it's popping. And I'm like, and the worst part about peeing as a man is where do you look? I'm like looking down, like, yep, still peeing. And then I look up because I'm like, well, how's the wall look? I guess. I don't know. There's not really much behind the craft. It's like, it's a very low learning curve.
It's a low skill cap.
Yeah, it's a very low skill cap. So he finishes. These are one of the bathrooms that auto flushes, which I also have another issue with because
Yeah,
I'm not done here. Stop
And then it hits
flushing,
you,
and
like,
it's splashing
3
up on me,
times.
and it's like embarrassing. It's like, and the guy outside waiting is like, oh, finally, and I'm like, nope, still working at it. So the guy next to me finishes peeing. Honestly, I was done, but I don't want to wash my hands at the same time as another person because it's weird. It's like you both go for the soap, and you're like, it's almost like in the movies when the couple on the date goes for the popcorn at the same time, and it's cute. But when you're in the bathroom, you don't want to touch hands with another person.
So they have like a meet cute, he's saying, when
Yes.
they go to get the soap at
And I don't want to meet cute with another man's dirty hand.
Okay, so how does that
So-
inspire the short film?
Well, the guy didn't wash his hands, so I didn't have to worry about it. He walked out. And that's just
that's
gross.
horrifying.
And I was like, dude, we need more people to wash their hands. And so I was like, let's make a PSA.
It's a horror film.
Well crafted.
So your process seems very intuitive.
Yeah.
Like sincerely, like you don't like there are some people that are very like intellectual and try to like make filmmaking or any kind of artistic thing into like a science. And I think for some people, like if that works for them, great. If they can if they need a reproducible system for them, fine. But there's some people that are just super intuitive, like they don't give it a second's thought, but it's right. They're just kind of listening to their gut the whole way along, and you seem to be the second kind of person. Have you always just had that sort of intuitive sense of like, I guess I'm gonna go do this now?
I don't know. Dude, I'm Dirt's the third thing I've ever made, like the third film. It must be something about the intuitive nature of it because I just get upset when my friends are overthinking their film. I'm like, just go, just do that. Just do the thing. They're like, no, you don't understand. You have to consider this and this and this. I'm like, no, you don't. just like you already have a whole crew and a time to be there. Like as long as you don't keep them late and you feed them and don't tell them to do weird things. And I think a big problem is everyone writes really big things usually, like, and then it gets you caught up in like, oh, how do we do this? Rather than just like, I think the easiest way to figure out how to do something is just like testing. For I Am Dirt, I knew we were gonna film on VHS, so I bought like a little VHS camera and I just like would go film like shows, like bands play on it. And I'm not gonna do anything with that footage, but I got familiar.
I think I honestly really resonate with that part of like your filmmaking where it's like if you don't have time or you aren't doing a ton of like pre-production for your project and you're kind of going at it intuitively, testing everything is kind of what turns into your pre-production. And I've done that a lot when I haven't been able to do as much pre-production as I've wanted to.
Yeah, I've never really done pre-production. The testing too, it's more like a way to have fun.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, now I have a cool camera. I'm gonna go to watch some bands play, and they're gonna think my camera's cool, and they're gonna want to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
The most pre-production I'd ever done was for I Am Dirt, and that was just trying to find a really cool spot that I could dig a hole and no one would stop me. We dug that hole at the end of the film, like in
Where
a
was
public
that?
park.
Where'd you dig it? A public park?
A public park.
Yeah, just off of a trail. So if people are walking, they could find a grave.
Should we cut that out?
No, who cares? It's
Yeah.
it's open land. You could do whatever you want on the land.
On a public park?
I don't
Yeah.
know that that's...
I don't think you can do anything you want on there.
You could dig. Digging is not illegal.
You can't murder
Don't look it
on-
up. Don't look it up.
Looking up right now.
There it is.
You cannot dig a hole in a public. I don't care.
No, you cannot.
I did it.
What
and
does
there's
AI
a
know
statute
about
of
that?
limitations.
We'll cut it
Shit.
out. We'll cut it out. It's all right.
You think how
No,
trust
keep
me
it
out?
in. Keep it in. I dug a hole in a public park in San Marcos, Texas, for my film, and
Surely the statute of limitations has run.
and
out
then I
by now.
buried someone in it,
Okay.
and I filmed it. I filmed the burial.
So you start your new job on Monday?
Hey, Werner Herzog says to break the law,
He does say that,
and
so does Woody Allen.
Jacob, I want you to talk a little bit about sequence settings because I want to know more.
Sure.
Is this a production company you founded, or is it just a place to umbrella all your projects, or do you want to build it out? Is it just you? How do you see it going?
Yeah, I made the logo video because I was bored. Sequence setting is just my email name, and it's my email name because I was like, I need to make a new email to use Film Grab or whatever that website is for stills. And I was working on a project, and I had my settings open, and the setting, it was the sequence settings. So
Premiere
I just,
Every Premiere
yeah, I just had a
project.
Premiere project open. So I just put sequence settings.
So, would you consider it a production company, or is it just like your portfolio name?
Yeah, I guess it's a portfolio name. I don't really
Okay.
make enough things to have a production company.
I would disagree, but okay.
Well, I see like you make a ton.
Yeah.
But I see what you mean by like it not exactly all falling under the same category. Like it might be all different and stuff. Like someone brought up the fact that you were thinking about making a video game or something like that. or
Oh
you just,
yeah,
like-
I coded for a little bit. That's another byproduct of not owning a camera, but always wanting to like make things.
yeah.
Like most of the things I make is like video, like art, like digital things, like
Yeah,
that are
you
just
make,
in
like,
Premiere,
Animations.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
like animations, drawings, things. Just because I don't have a camera. A lot of times I'll post like a poster for like a movie idea I have. And people are like, "Oh, this looks so cool. When is this coming out?" And I'm like, "It's not a real thing. It's just like I had an idea for a script, and I'm not gonna write the script, and I'm not gonna make the movie.
Yeah.
So here's a poster, and here's a teaser trailer."
You've made entire trailers and
Yeah.
it's just like they just exist and they don't.
Is that like Run? Is that like Run?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like Run.
and like Door. I saw the thing for Door.
Oh, Door, that poster.
Yeah.
What was the one for that
There's
house?
Floors Have Teeth. The house one,
Yeah.
like it's just the decrepit like house in the woods.
Yeah.
So that caption was the second story from the original like I Am Dirt script,
Oh, really?
and it was
I
just
never
gonna be
knew
a
that.
bunch of stills from that house.
But if someone's interested in watching all this, where can they find it?
On my website, I think it's
It'll be in the description of the
okay.
episode.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put it there.
Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff on there on the website. I have things I've like directed, things I've edited, and then I have a section called like weird things, or like experimental things.
Mhm.
I have just a bunch of stuff there. Like one of the script ideas I had is with I don't know if you guys know Jordan Jarvis. He graduated
Yeah.
a while
Yes.
back. We were trying to come up with show ideas. He has a really good show idea we've tried to work out a couple times. We're just unsure of the structure. And then I had a show idea about an old arcade game called Polybius. It's like an old arcade myth about like a CIA MK Ultra arcade machine. And so I was outlining a script for a like take on that where it's like early 2000s and they've done a new like port for like a PlayStation or like a GameCube. Sort of like Barry-esque, a little bit of Barry, a little bit of like X-Files, like just weird, strange, dry mystery. So I started making like an ARG about Polybius and I like modeled a load screen and like a save menu and I had to learn like Blender and 3D modeling for that. And I just design all the screens, like intro, title card, and it's all just stuff I'm messing around with because I'm like, okay, I have an idea for a script and a thing. Don't want to develop it, but the world is cool, so I'll just like put myself in the world and make something from that. I have a couple videos on my Instagram about converting memories into color, where like you can plug into a machine and it'll turn your memory into like a hex code.
Yes.
Anytime.
I was just watching those videos. Those are sick. Please make
Yeah.
that something.
Well, it's just a weird thought I had where it's like, okay, your brain has like storage space when you remember something.
Yeah.
You don't actually remember it. You're like recreating the memory.
Is that just like stock footage? What are you using? And how are you making
Oh,
this?
I just design all that in Photoshop. And then it's all different layers in Premiere. For the memories one, we had an idea for a script about kind of like Eternal Sunshine-esque where like you can have like things experiments done with
Right.
your memories.
Yeah.
But it was like sort of like giving blood where you can like donate memories for money and it's sort of abused the same way giving blood is abused. Like they have regulations on giving blood that like you can't give this amount of blood and blah blah blah. But people like donate blood and then the second they're able to donate more, or plasma, not blood, because you get paid for plasma. The second you can give more plasma, they're back because they need the money. So we did something with memories where it's like, okay, the second like you could sell your memories and like if it's a really happy memory or a really like important memory, you'll get paid more for it. And if it's like a core memory that like affects other memories, you won't be able to do it for a while. And we were telling a story about someone whose mother had donated a lot of his childhood memories and he was like older now and she didn't really remember him and he's like trying to connect with her. And we were just like, we're really bad at writing scripts. So what if we just made a game instead? And that story
that
doesn't.
is such a great like.
Well, we didn't know how to make that story a game, so we just made a game in this world where you play as like a clerk. So in the game, I never got this far. I just got enough to where like I had a modeled office that you could like move through and you could like pick some things up. What I was trying to figure out is how do you click on the computer and then sort of like that's how the game is played is you're in a screen like a virtual computer where you can like move a mouse around and interact with things. And you work as an office person who like analyzes and like categorizes people's memories that have been donated so that they can be like properly like rated for selling and stuff. And you start to like see more memories that are like really impactful and you're like these shouldn't be sold. And then you start seeing like darker memories of like things that like, oh, someone did these things and you have to like report them to your boss, stuff like that. Kind of like Papers, Please, where it's
That's
like
what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Papers, Please.
Yeah, things come to your desk and you have to like categorize them and catalog them and there's like different objectives. But all I ever got was making the world interactable and making the camera go where your cursor was because it's really hard to code a game apparently. And it's really hard to model a world in Blender.
I wanted to squeeze in a couple audience questions that we got a few. Jordan Fennell asked, what's it like being a master editor, master animator, and of course, Mr. Super Cookie?
For the first two, it does get a little boring because this is going to sound like super like
Just too good.
opposite of humble, whatever that is. I wouldn't know. I'm just really humble. So
Egotistical.
yeah. But a lot of times when I edit like commercial like internet spots or something, they send me everything and I edit it and I send it back and I'm like, all right, let's see what they want changed. And they're like, perfect, that's exactly what we had in mind. And I'm like, all right, well, like give me something, like just don't make it that took me 10 minutes, you know, give me more work, give me something to do. Like you made it too easy. Genuinely, sometimes I hate saying this stuff, it feels lame to say, but sometimes it's just so easy that it's boring.
Listener, his Instagram handle is at Mr. Super Cookie.
Oh, and then
Just
as far as being Mr. Super Cookie, it's not a title I take lightly.
some value. It's heavy.
I've been Mr. Super Cookie for about 10 years, I'd say.
Wow.
It's something not everyone can do. A lot of people think that it's just an Instagram handle. It's just a username. It's not. It's nothing more than that. But
Couldn't be
there's
further from the truth.
no exact. Thank you, because I couldn't have said it better myself. It couldn't be further from the truth. There's a subtlety to it. There's a lot to the craft. You know.
All right. Last audience question. We got from Marie Bargrazer. Are we gonna get more poetry / mixed media art soon?
I posted one like
Yes.
yesterday.
Okay, but like when's the next one?
Yeah.
It takes a while. Look at your screens, people from home. No one at home can see this, but like this is all just like pictures and text that like pop in. Like all these different layers are just different things moving, and then I just find like old computer sounds. I don't know. It's fun.
Is there any other media that you consume that's like this?
Is it satisfying? Is it fulfilling?
Yeah, I really like computers. Like I think maybe the science background, the STEM background. It's like the way computers work and the coding. I love the computers in Alien.
Alien. Yeah.
Most of my
Alien-
computer
oh my
animations are
gosh.
supposed to look like Alien.
Your art is so like intriguing and in the way that like you tackle so many different mediums, and it's kind of inspiring, especially for me because I have like a heavy editing background as well, and so it's really nice to see somebody else that like gets into so many different aspects of editing, you know, whether it's narrative or experimental or creating animations. So I'm really happy that we had you on today, Jacob.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
You are pretty
thank you.
inspiring, man. Your work, your multi-hyphenate filmmaker experience and everything you do is all super fascinating.
Well, that's good. I this will sound crazy maybe, but I still kind of just think of it as a hobby.
Well, you know, you're making a job out of your hobby. So
Agree to disagree, I guess.
As you start your editor job on Monday.
You know, just edited something that got into Tribeca. Just a hobby.
But yeah, thank you so much, Jacob. Thank
Yeah,
you.
man.
Yeah,
Thanks
no
for coming
problem.
on.
We gotta all grab lunch or something sometime. You know.
Yeah, you guys got to
Yeah.
come up to Austin. My car is shot, so
yeah.
my
We'll pick you
suspension
out.
is.
We'll pick you out.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Nah, it's
That's
fine. I don't really
almost
do
not good
anything. I work 3 minutes from my apartment, so.
Well, that's
Oh,
awesome.
that's nice. See you, Jacob.
I'll
See you,
I'll see you
Jacob.
later, Jacob.
Thank you.
I'll DM
Thanks for
you.
coming
I'll
on.
ask
Jacob.
some stuff
Bye.
about 3D modeling. Okay, bye.
See ya.
Bye, buddy.
Jacob Marquez, man. Wow.
Wow.
What a guy.
Yeah, I just love how he truly just is. He's such a chill, such a very
He's like effortlessly fun.
effortlessly. That's very much how his presence is. He's just effortlessly cool.
I mean, he's like super incredibly just himself.
Yeah.
I don't see too many people that have like such amount of editing experience as him.
It's crazy how he says, you know, like he's like, yeah, I really haven't done too much. Bro has
I
like
know, this
the
guy
biggest
is
portfolio.
too-
He
he's
has the
too
biggest
modest.
portfolio out of anybody. Yeah, he is just so
Yeah.
Listener, if you don't know, Jacob is like that man is working on something always. There's always like that man posts a lot. And
Check out
Yeah.
his website linked below or LinkedIn somewhere attached to this episode, and just check out his work. He got really great stuff.
I think it's because he looks at everything like as such like a hobby. He like mentioned that briefly, but like because he looks at it as like a hobby so much, it's just like
It comes off very authentic.
it comes like secondhand nature.
Yeah.
Like it's just like part of who
Very
he
genuine.
is as a person.
Man, we didn't even talk about Bingo, or he edited Justice, and he edited Taking It to
I
the
know.
Streets with Bill
yeah,
Wise.
we worked on taking it to the streets together. I totally forgot about that.
But that'll conclude today's episode of the 86 That podcast. And we look forward to
Start over. You got a John Grunt in the middle of, but that'll conclude 86.
You know,
That
he
podcast.
just likes to
I was
interrupt me
stretching.
whenever anything happens. That concludes the end of this episode for the 86 That podcast. We're very happy to have Jacob Marquez on. Please come back for the next episode of the podcast. We're very excited to have our next guest on.
Bye, guys. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
See you in 2 weeks.
Thank you for listening to the 86 That podcast. Make sure you stay up to date by following us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Instagram at 86 That podcast, where you can find episode highlights, exclusive bonus clips, and even chances to ask questions to future guests. We appreciate you tuning in and hope to see you in the next one.
This episode of 86 That is brought to you by Nanami Sushi Bar and Grill. If you're looking for the freshest sushi and authentic Japanese flavors just up the road in Austin, Nanami is a spot for you. From classic rolls to chef specials, it's perfect for a night out, date night, or just treating yourself. They're family owned, passionate about quality, and we're proud to have them supporting the show. So, next time you're craving sushi, head to Nanami Sushi Bar and Grill. Check out their menu at nanamisushi.com and tell them that 86 That sent you. Once again, thank you to Nanami Sushi Bar and Grill for sponsoring this episode.